Hello and welcome to Morris Park. I'm Clyde Morris. Sorry I haven't done any videos for a while, but it's been blazing hot here lately. We've averaged 100 degrees every day pretty much this week, and with the humidity and heat index it goes up to like 111 to 115. Friday we were out in it in the middle of the sun and it was about up to 111 before we finally quit. Work was pretty brutal. Anyhow, it's a nice cool day today. We've had some rain. Everything's cooled off pretty nice. So I thought I'd give you a video and show you a couple of plants I've got just recently. This is something new to me. Now maybe some of you have seen this before, but I've not seen this. This is a Mammillaria elongata monstrose. You can see it's still in its little pot. I've just set it down in here. Maybe going to plant it into this one. This plant's really bizarre. I've seen a lot of different elongatas, but this one's new, as I say. Look at these little bunched heads. Just clustered up. Hello, Big O. Big O the video cat. But yeah, something totally different. I have a few different types of elongatas, but this one is totally new, as I say. Such as this Mammillaria elongata, the one they call the Gold Star. And you can see what it looks like. Has these lacy intertwined spines. And Big O's trying to be in the video. Intertwined spines. With no central spines. Perfectly safe to touch it. Kind of like a basket. This is one of the most common types. I remember this even from when I was a little kid and had some cactus. I remember this one. Very common. Really one of my old-time favorites. And this is a little basket I have staged up with some of the Gold Star and some of the Copper King. Now, the Copper King's a little different because it has a few little central spines in there. And this copper red color. I had these plants out a few years ago, and in the weather, the spines molded real bad. It didn't hurt the plant at all. The spines did mold pretty bad. But it's a little odd, the monstrous one, compared to this. Now here's another variety. And it's kind of a golden variety. Not quite as bright gold, more of a trailing type. I found this one last year. This was another unusual one to me. There's many varieties of elongata, and this one has short central spines, whereas the Gold Star does not. Really thin stems. Let's say they just kind of lay about and caterpillar all over the place. But yeah, this monstrous plant is really new and different to me, so I went ahead and picked it up while we were out and about yesterday. And this one's new to my collection. This is what I used to know as an Acanthoclycium. But now it's called Echinopsis melopotamica. So like a lot of other plants, it's been pushed into Echinopsis. Love the wicked spines. Looks like a big basket. All recurving and so forth. Pretty cool. Potted this one up yesterday as it was pretty dry. This one I'm waiting to repot because it's still a bit wet. I think they just watered them. So I'm going to wait till it dries out a little bit and I'm going to repot it. Yeah, this will be kind of a new addition to my Echinopsis group. And this one I was given by one of our military customers we serve, packing them up and moving them. I believe this is a stenocactus. I can't place the species right off, but it has little wavy, thin ribs down in there. It looks like my other one. Pretty cool. It's a little dry. I'm kind of waiting right now, just transplanted it and waiting for roots to heal and so forth before I give it any water. Pretty cool. I just kind of wanted to show you these new plants I got just because this one was so weird and unusual. Really looking forward to watching this one develop into a larger plant. Now, my last video, I didn't show a few plants that I should have in my staging, so I'm going to take this opportunity right now to go ahead and show you some of these other staged plants of mine that didn't get into the video, the ones I forgot. Here we go. This is my Euphorbia infausta. Infaustas, 2 plants. I've got this staged up in a nice little bonsai pot. It's a true bonsai pot. Looking pretty nice. It's one of my better small stagings, one of my mini stagings. But pretty cool. Really love staging up plants. It really sets them off. Now this is a different one. I actually found this pot here at Hobby Lobby, and it wasn't really meant to be a pot. I think it's actually made of some kind of like fiberglass plastic. It's kind of heavy duty, thick. I had to drill a hole in it. I think it's just made to put like fake greenery in and so forth. But I've got my little Haworthia chloracantha in here. Believe it or not, it's one of these chance plants I found at a farmer's market when I was up in Rolla, Missouri one day, a while back. But the pot's really cool for a staging. Makes it look like it's just almost like it's large moss growing on a log. It's been blooming pretty well lately. Matter of fact, this thing doesn't slow down too much in blooming. It's usually always blooming. Made a real cool staging. And it filled the top rather nicely. Yeah, that one turned out pretty cool. Now this is another nice little staging. This is a Cylindropuntia Californica or Perrii. Goes under those 2 names. And if you look here, let's see if I can get this where I can see this better. Staged up some nice little rocks there, and this is actually rose quartz encrusting this piece of limestone. It's kind of hard to see in this bright sunlight like that. But a friend of mine, Mr. Matt Talley, whom I work with, found that out in our warehouse yard, believe it or not, and brought it to me because he knew I like to use these kind of things in staging. Actually made a cool little staging, a little mini staging. And I like these Italian pots. I usually put the size deal and all right out in front. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, nice plant. This is a nice little Haworthia staging, a little group planting. This is a pot, I believe I got at a yard sale. And of course drilled it out. Got 3 different ones growing in there. Yeah, a little Haworthia staging. Pretty cool. This is a cool little staging. These have some little bit of spider mite damage to them, but I've since treated that, and I'm kind of staying on top of it. It goes between spider mites and mealybugs. They really get attacked on this one. And it's in a pot that looks like a piece of lava rock. And I got these little holy rocks from around our area that go kind of right with it. A little bit different color, but still. Same texture and all. You can see like this one's growing out of it finally, out of its spider mite damage. So hopefully they'll come about soon enough. The mother originally died from scale. These are all little babies from the mother. That was probably the worst damage right there. Keep an eye on it. But we'll see how that grows in the future. This is a Euphorbia handiensis I got from Daz and Edith of Cactomania. I've got it staged up in a little bonsai pot here. As you see, it's in full bloom right now. I've got it really high up here in the greenhouse where it gets the bright light, because it seems to like it brighter. Looking pretty cool with its little holy rocks. Yeah. Now here's a few different ones I have staged up, including probably one of the smallest stagings. A little turbinocarpus there. Seems a little Pulaski eye, I'm not sure. But looking pretty good. Mahudia gordonii. Just staged up in a terracotta pot, but really fits and it looks good. I keep this one in one of the orchid pots that has extra drainage, because I don't want water around this one too much. Echinocerius triglochidatus, staged up in its little crockery pot. And this is my Coryphantha vivipara, also known as Escobaria vivipara. I got a stage up in a glazed terracotta. And these plants originally were out of the wild. When I packed somebody up, one of our military, they had lived in Kansas. And their dog, they said, used to have great fun pulling these out of the ground and playing with them in their backyard, because these were growing in their backyard. And they are native to the plains and such, like Kansas and on up to North Dakota and into Canada. But yeah, nicely staged up in there. They've been growing pretty good. I had a little bout with spider mite, as you can see there. But for the most part, they've come out of it pretty good. I still haven't got flowers out of them, though, yet. Flowers are beautiful, these. Kind of purpley pink. And this is another copper king, a Mammillaria elongata copper king. Just a good example. Deb bought this for me last year. Doing good. And this is an Opuntia Santalrita, staged up in what looks like a terracotta pot, but actually it's a very good plastic pot. Looks just like terracotta, even the texture and everything of it, excuse me. But in kind of a rock pile style, like I like. This wide pot is really nice to have when you're handling this one, because of all the real wicked little glow kids on it. Anyhow, I just wanted to show you these last little stage plants I hadn't shown from before. Maybe one more. My little fizzle sizzle Albuca spiralis I just got from the Botanical Gardens. back on our anniversary. Kind of in its little rock pile there. Nice pot. This is the first one for me too. Never grown these before. But looking pretty good. Anyhow, this is Clyde Morris from Morris Park. Hope you enjoyed seeing these new little plants. If you have the Little Elongata Monstrose, let me know. New one for me. Anyhow, hope you have a good day. It's cooled off for us now. We're kind of enjoying it. Hope you all are doing okay out there. Take care.